What is up, guys? Ninja Nick 333, and we are back with yet another round of the Oceania International Championships of the Pokemon trading card game. Looks like we have Sam Chen, another one of the greatest players in the game here, just like we saw Azul last round, versus Soma Arai on the left. Looks like Soma is playing, looks like, I would believe, Lugia. Yes, we do see Archeops and Lugia VStar prized at the bottom there. I assumed because of the double turbo and the Luminion. And Sam Chen is on the same 60 that Rahul Reddy is playing. We saw Rahul Reddy on stream in the previous day's matches. And we are just going to get right into this here. So it looks like Sam must have lost the coin flip, so we're going to see Soma go first. Yep, and we are going to see an Evolution Incense. He does start the Manaphy. Manaphy is actually fantastic in this matchup. That is a happy accident to start the Manaphy. You are going to want to make sure you retreat that out. It might be safe for a turn, but Sam could always get some really bonkers turn where he gets 2 Aurora energy into the discard pile along with any other energy and all 6 Regis in play and just knock out your dude. Soma is doing a very good job prize checking here. You can see those beautiful Japanese cards there with their silver borders. I'm so excited for those silver borders. I've said it multiple times already. And the hollow pattern on them is very nice as well. And we are getting a very similar hollow pattern. So I'm very happy that our cards are going to look more like the original Japanese ones, because that is exactly how they were designed and intended to be presented. The yellow borders I always hated. I always loved looking at the world stacks because they would always print those in a silver border. It's gonna be curious to see if the world's decks end up being printed with a border that is not silver in the future. I would really love to see that. Maybe a red border. Red borders would be great. I know we had Flare Tools that had red borders in the past, and those cards were immaculate looking. Maybe every year they could change the world deck border color as well. That would be cool. They always have their own different backs to show that they're not legal as well. Looks like we are going to go for the Luminion to get that Professor's Research in hand. We want to up our consistency here. We are going to be not able to play that this turn because this is the first turn of the game. And while Soma does do a bit of what I call that Japanese Yu-Gi-Oh! Shuffle, he still did thoroughly shuffle his deck before he actually even did that. So did get the one Lugia V-Star that is required to get on turn 1 down because of the capture energy he attached to that Manaphy. So that is fantastic, but of course Sam Chen just starts with the raw Path to the Peak in hand, does not have to do anything to draw into that. He is going to capture energy onto the Regice, so he will be able to get another Regi. Sam is going to prize check and make sure he knows exactly which Regis are prized. Look at him speed through that deck, and he doesn't even have to sort it. The absolute madman that Sam is. You can see he's shifting his deck side to side because he is a little bit of a crazy character, if I do say so. He just likes to have fun when he's playing more than he does like to win. Although Sam is, well, was in the top 16 before this tournament. Sam does have a very good finish in this tournament, of course, but it actually does knock him out of top 16, funnily enough. So no stipend for the next IC for him, unfortunately. So we do get the Regidrago. I always like getting the Regidrago first if I can, especially if one of them's prized. That's usually what I do. If one Pokemon is prized in the Regi deck, it's always good to get the copy that is still in your deck out as fast as possible, because it is the one that you are least likely to just hard draw into. I will always try to save Regigigas and Regieleki for last, because those are the ones that I personally always play 3 copies of each. Sometimes I'll play just 2 of the Gigas, but I always play 3 of the Eleki. So that's always one that I attempt to leave for last, because I know that I'll just draw into that. Looks like we do draw into a Regieleki, as I said. Very easy to draw into that guy. We do also have a Quick Ball, getting rid of a Twin Energy. That will be great to get that in the discard for use on the Regigigas later, if required. But also, it's good for just any Pokemon, because it will fulfill that colorless attack cost. Looks like we are going to go for the Regirock next. I would say Rock or Steel would be correct. Especially if maybe one rock was in deck. You know how it is. He is also going to be benching this Regieleki. And if he does have that scoop up net, he could always scoop up the Regice and try to draw more with the Regidrago. But he is just going for the safer play, and he's going to use Regigate, since he has the full attack cost of the Regigate. He is going to use that to bring out another Regi from deck. He is going to choose the Registeel. And now he is one Regigigas away from having the full Regi Brigade, as I call it. If Soma is not able to get his Summoning Star off this turn, Sam is in an amazing position. The Regice can even knock out Manaphy if that stays active. Group chat's blowing up. And all they're saying is curse words. Oh god, my friends are odd characters. So Soma is thinking he does have a Quick Ball. Hopefully he is playing the Pumpkaboo to be able to discard that Path to the Peak. He will want to bench that as soon as he can in order to get rid of that. I do see the Pumpkaboo in there. So that is the option, but however, does he have the Lugia VStar? Does he have the Archeops he needs in the discard pile? So that will get him somewhere, but I don't know if it will get him all the way there. He does have a Professor's Research as well, we know, in hand. But I believe that if I were him, I would be definitely going for that. It looks like he's eyeing up a Rangaroo instead. I would be going for the Pumpkaboo just to be safe, get rid of that Stadium, and make sure that when I draw into my Lugia VStar, I am able to play it. We do get the one Archeops in the discard pile as well by doing this. I don't believe there are any more, but at least one is better than none. Oh, we do have the Lost Vacuum in hand, so we don't even need the Pumpkaboo. Never mind. I stand corrected. We do have Monkey, so that is definitely much more correct. So Sam does have to shuffle his 2-card hand into the deck. Oh yeah, he got Marnied before by Sam, so he does not have that research. I keep forgetting about that. I gotta keep better track of the Marnies. So Soma is able to draw 5 cards off of the Marnie. Even though he had a 0-card hand, since one player put cards to the bottom of the deck with Marnie, both players do get to draw. So Sam draws 4 since he's the opponent. Soma draws 5 since he is the one who played the card. Marnie is such a very interesting and balanced card. I like it a lot more than N personally. I know a lot of people will disagree with me. But N just became such a bad draw supporter late game, whereas Marnie is just always consistent. Looks like we did not draw a very good hand off of that Marnie. I don't believe we have the out yet to the Lugia VStar. We do have an Aurora Energy and I believe another Archeops. So what I would do, yes, retreat to the Manaphy so it doesn't get one-shot into the Oranguru, and then I would attach the Aurora to something. I would have preferred to attach it to Luminion myself so that I have a free retreat pivot, or I have a retreat pivot, or I could attack with it. But looks like we are, and even to Even to the Lugia would not be terrible either. But, yep, looks like we just attach it there. We do have 2 Archeops in the discard pile now. Sam has another opportunity to get Path to the Peak in play. He also has a Research and 3 energy cards in his hand. So, yeah, if he just puts up Alecki, he has the energy already in hand to attack with it that he'll be discarding with the Research right here. So, super lucky. Off of that Marnie, Sam drew like the perfect 5 cards for turn and off the Marnie. So we do still need the Regigigas, but we did draw that off of the Research. We are going to use our Hisuian Heavy Ball first to check to see what is in the prize cards. Sam is taking good notes here. He now knows what are in his prize cards, so now he is able to write them down, and he will not forget for the rest of the game. On his little sticky notepad, flips it over upside down so Soma cannot read it, even though Soma is Japanese and may not even know English. I mean, it's possible. They do learn a lot of English. A lot of Japanese people do learn English in school. I think even in like middle and high school, I think it's kind of like something that they try to teach most of them. But there are a lot of people in Japan that just don't know the language at all. My dad went to Japan when he was in high school. He had a translator. All the girls thought his brown curly hair was cute. They're like, oh my god, I've never seen a white boy before. And my dad, for a lack of a better term, is a white boy. That's where I get it from. Alright, we see another Marnie. We promoted the Luminian because since Sam did attack with the Regieleki, this is the perfect opportunity to be able to use Luminian as an attacker. Hopefully we get into the... Oh, I do see an Ultra Ball, I believe. Yes, there is an Ultra Ball in hand there. Also, an Echoing Horn is very interesting tech. I do like the Echoing Horn in there. I just feel like I don't have the room for it. So we are going to use Oranguru, see what card we draw off the top, and it's just the Lugia VStar. We don't even need to search for it with Ultra Ball. That is fantastic. Now we are going to be able to use our VStar Power Summoning Star to get out 2 Archeops from our discard pile. We will now be able to attack. And this again is why I say that he should have attached the Aurora Energy to the Luminian, because now he would be able to use 1 Archeops to power up the Luminian and not have to use both. Especially since he's now using the Capture Energy on the... Yeah, and again, and now that he's using the Capture Energy, I would have attached that to the Luminian in this situation, so that then you could already use 1 Archeops to charge up the Luminian, and then 1 to charge up the Lugia, and he'd have 1 additional energy in play. I mean, it does backfire a little bit if Sam is able to go Regieleki Escape Rope again, but I believe Sam is only playing 1 Escape Rope. I wouldn't assume that any Regi deck would play more than 2, and the likelihood of getting Escape Roped 2 turns in a row like that is very unlikely. It is also unfortunate that the Manaphy did go down. Since he did start it, it was nice to have that in play, but again, things do not always go the way that you want it to like that. The Manaphy is forced to go down too early. Because of that escape rope, the Oranguru was forced to the bench, and the only options to promote were the Manaphy or the Lugia. And we do not want that Lugia active in the face of a Regieleki. So to the scrapyard, the Manaphy goes. We do now attack with the Luminian. We will be promoting again the Oranguru, taking the knockout. And Soma will be able to draw 1 prize card, probably the Lugia VStar. Yes, it is. And yep, that Oranguru is the one that did go active. So Sam does promote the Regigigas because he is aware he most likely can take the knockout on the Oranguru with just the Gigas. We are going to Trekking Shoes, see the top card of our deck. Maybe we'll discard it and draw another card instead. Maybe we'll keep that one. Sam is deciding. He's deciding whether or not it's worth it to discard it or not. And it looks like it is a Regieleki, so I'm not sure why it was that much of a decision, because you need a Regieleki in play. Obviously, he would prefer the other Regieleki, yes. So maybe he would want to discard it because of that, but I think just having Regieleki in play in order to use Ancient Wisdom is better than discarding an Eleki that you otherwise could get some value out of, and then have to work harder to recycle your Pokemon later in the game. So we do use Ancient Wisdom. We do get Double Twin and a Speed Lightning down onto the Regigigas, and that will be enough to knock out the Oranguru. Sam has now taken 2 prize cards. Soma has only taken 1. Sam is ahead, and if Sam is able to ever pull out the Regieleki Choice Belt turn onto the Lugia VStar, Soma is going to be in a world of hurt. But of course, that's why Sam was really considering that Regieleki, because he wanted the other one in play so that he can have that and go into the Lugia VStar with it. But he can always just attack with Regis. Regis is pretty good of an attacker too in this situation, and just 2-shot the Lugia, because that would force the Lugia to retreat into the Archeops to take the knockout, and then that's wasting more of Soma's energy cards. Yep, and the Echoing Horn is revealed to Sam. He does double check to see that that is exactly the card that it is. Oh, so this reminds me, I gotta find my Stoutland. If I can't find it, I have to buy a new one at the venue. Although I am borrowing one from one of my friends, but I'm not sure if we'll have enough Stoutland between us if we're all gonna play Lugia. But I don't know if we are. I know I am. I'm very sold on Lugia right now myself, but everybody else always changes their mind last minute. I'm like the only person who decides their deck at least a week in advance. I don't decide my exact 60, but I decide the exact deck. So, fun fact, if you guys play me, you already know what I'm playing. Looks like we are going to go for a research, discarding some Pokemon that are not of too much use in this matchup now as attackers. You do not want to charge 5 energies onto a Yveltal to take 1 prize. That feels pretty bad. He's there for the 3 prizers mostly, and a Goodra, because Goodra is just thick and mucusy. Kind of like me. Oh, God. Alright, Regidrago is promoted after the knockout is taken here. Sam does have the right Eleki in hand now. If he has a Scoop Up Net, he can just swap out the Elekis. But we do need another Regigigas in play. He only plays 1. There's 1 in discard now. So hopefully that other one is in deck. I do believe he took the only Regi he had in his prize cards out with the Hisuian Heavy Ball. So we are deciding what to Quick Ball away. Looks like a question was asked, and I think maybe they have to look something up, but they can continue play during it. So we do Quick Ball for that Regigigas. We are able to now Ancient Wisdom again. Scoop Up Net would be great to put Regis in active. Regis would be the best attacker in this situation. We do have that. Sam is making notes of what prize cards he's already taken. so that he knows what is still remaining. Sam's deciding on whether or not he wants to discard any more cards to draw more. Looks like that would be the Regieleki, though. So if Soma is able to do something like a boss's orders to bring up that Regieleki, all of Sam's Regielekis will be in the discard. So we're going to hope that Sam is able to draw at least one Ordinary Rod when he uses the Dragon's Horde ability. Dragon's Horde, of course, allowing you to draw until you have 4 cards in your hand once if Regidrago is active. So he will be drawing 3 since he just played Ultra Ball and discarded 2 with it. Looks like he does get a Speed Lightning Energy. He could dig a little deeper, attaching to the Regieleki. Possibly considering against it. Does decide to go for it. Draws 2 more here. We do get the Ordinary Rod. I saw that off of there. We don't necessarily have to play it now, but it's good to just have it. I think that I would, just to make sure there's one Eleki in deck. We are going to scoop up Net to promote the Gigas, potentially. We do know that there is another Gigas in discard. So yeah, I would like to see an Ordinary Rod of a Gigas and Eleki. We are going to charge up Capture Energy and double Twin Energy and do 150 damage. Yes, it's the right amount of damage. For some reason I thought there was like 210 on there, but that's one less die. Looks like we have maybe a Translator coming. Oh, yep, we got the Translator coming in. They're trying to discuss something. I think it's whatever to answer whatever question Soma had earlier. And looks like they are resuming play. I don't think that was long enough to warrant a time extension, but again, I'm always for time extensions. So we are using Primal Turbo, it looks like. We're probably going to start charging up our Archeops because those would be good attackers. Looks like we fail it. We are going to use Capture Energy, though. Looks like we used the first Primal Turbo to just verify that something was in the deck. That is always a really good use of effects like the Archeops. And then we are using the second Archeops to use Primal Turbo to put the Heat Fire Energy onto the Charizard. So yep, use the first Primal Turbo to verify that both Charizard and the energy utilized to attack with it are both in there. We see that incoming. So if Soma does not retreat and attack with something else, that Lugia will go down and Sam will end up being up a prize just because it's a 2 prize. Looks like we are going to Bird Keeper, probably to switch into the... Oh, it looks like... Okay. Into the Archeops that has the 1 energy on it. He's probably going to retreat back into the Lugia. He's just using that to draw cards. Oh, we do have a Collapsed Stadium. Maybe he was digging for that. That's entirely possible, and he did get there. Collapsed Stadium is fantastic, but nope, looks like he's not utilizing it yet. He just wants to hold on to it for now. Maybe he thinks that he will find better use out of it in a future turn. I think I would have just put it down, personally. Make your opponent work for it. I don't think Sam's hand is very large. It's like five cards, looks like. He will be able to Dragon's Horde if he plays enough cards out of his hand. He is going to choose to utilize the Ordinary Rod now. He is going to put back a Regieleki and a Regigigas. He is going to also use Aurora Energy, discarding Regirock. Oh, and he has 2 Ordinary Rods, so he may be playing both of them now. He could hold the one, but it looks like he's just going for... Yeah, it looks like he's just going for all of them. Okay. Yeah, I'm not opposed to that. Because now he'll be able to draw one more card, and just all those Regis that he needs are in the deck. Sam very thoroughly and efficiently shuffling here. And very important to note, again, they only have 25 minutes left. They are exactly halfway through their time, and they have each taken 2 prize cards. And it just goes to show how these one prize mirrors are just so insane. I call it a one prize mirror because Lugia can play like a one prize deck. You only have to put 1 2-prizer into play the entire game. So if you get the first attack off, you are both essentially in the same position. So you're just hoping one of you whiffs something. Looks like we still have the Drago in hand. We had that from before. The other 3 that we drew were Ice, Steel, and is that Gift Energy? Gift Energy would be great to play down. He already attached for turn, though, so he'll have to wait until next turn to play that. Unfortunately, he does have to pass. This is not very good for Sam. This gives Soma the opportunity to start pulling ahead a little bit. Yeah, so Soma's taking 2 prizes and Sam is taking 2 prize cards. So this gives Soma one more turn with the Lugia VStar before it goes down. Sam will actually be able to go 1 prize ahead if he is able to get the combo next turn, but his hand is just so dead right now that I don't know if he will be able to do anything on the next turn. I think he's going to have to wait to attach the Gift Energy next turn, and then on the turn following that, he'll have cards to work with. He'll have to top deck really well in order to be able to do anything. He'll have to have a Research or something. He does have Drago in hand, so losing the Drago active isn't too bad, and he can discard Steel and Ice without too much of a problem, because you're not attacking with those in this matchup. You're just going to be hoping that they don't get bossed up, and even if you do, I think Sam's only played those 2 Ordinary Rods so far. KO. Sam's deciding what to attack with. Looks like he's putting a Aleki up. He can always retreat. Oh, well, it has a 3 retreat cost, though. The other Aleki has a 2 retreat cost. He could always boss up the Charizard. No, it looks like Sam is scooping. He was looking for Research and how far down it was. Yeah, that's very unfortunate for Sam. Looks like he bricked like a Regideck do. Like a Regideck does, like a Regideck do. We will see. Can we just go straight into the next match, please? If YouTube wants to buffer. Come on. There we go. Sam's putting his prize cards out the normal way again. Nothing too bad in there for Sam. The Terra Sparklecky being in there is not ideal. And Soma has his Collapse Stadium prized as well. He likely only plays one copy of that. It was very good for Sam to scoop when he did. That was essentially the time when he realized that he was going to lose that game, so might as well not waste any more time and just go right into the next game, see if he can at least pull out a tie or a win out of it, potentially, if he can win 2 really fast games. But they only have 20 minutes left now, which is very concerning for Sam. Soma is probably feeling pretty good right now, honestly. Since that first game lasted 30 minutes, you know, this game might not finish. So I think if you're Soma, you want to get the Dunsparce Manaphy out as fast as you can, if you're playing both of those. We know he's already playing the Manaphy. So Sam gets just 3 Regis down with 1 Speed Lightning. Oh, he's going to get a 4th one down, discarding an Ultra Ball with another quick ball. So he's discarded Serena and Ultra Ball with 2 quick balls now. He is going to go in with the Regidrago. Sam, you can tell, is playing a lot faster than he was in the first game. Not that he was playing slow in the first game, but he is very aware of the fact that game 1 took a lot of time, and he wants to make sure that this game ends as quickly as possible. Very sufficiently shuffling. Yep, and then just passing from there. So let's see if Soma has the good start here. Starting the Lugia is not what you want to do when you're going second like that, especially against Regis, because you know that that Terra Spark can just come out and one-shot you if there's a choice belt. Sam's turn 1 was actually pretty decent too, so if we see an equally as good turn 2, we'll just get there. There are no energies in the discard though for Sam. That is the only concerning thing up from his side. Alright, so we do use the Evo Incense probably for that Archeops. I couldn't see it because it wasn't on screen. We are going to discard the Archeops. We are going to read the wind to discard another Archeops. And this is huge. This is exactly what Sam needs in order to win the game. He's going to put Path to the Peak in play. He has a Quick Ball. I would Quick Ball away the Ordinary Rod, get another Regi in play, and just hope that we can... Yep, I would do it. I would risk it. You have the opportunity to win this game and go on to a Game 3. Oh, Sam, you didn't do it. I would 100% have discarded that Ordinary Rod there. I would have gotten... let's see. We need Rock and Gigas. I would have gotten one of the 2 of them. Doesn't matter which one. And then I would try to get into the other one here. It would have been a huge opportunity to just win the game if you got Scoop Up Net and like an Ultra Ball double Aurora Energy. Looks like Sam's attempt to not go that far paid off for him though. We are going to play an Aurora Energy, it looks like, onto the onto the Registeel. I would put it on the Alecki. And then discard the Twin? Actually, no. I don't even think I would do that at this point. Looks like he's going to Quick Ball away the... very interesting. He's going to Quick Ball away an additional copy of Path. That deck is going to get shuffled so that Ordinary Rod, Quick Ball are no longer going to be on the bottom. We are going to get the Gigas. We just need Rock in play now. But we also still need all of the energy in the discard. Oh, looks like Sam is reconsidering his options here. And yes, we just still go for the Gigas. So even though Soma's first turn was a little scary, only having the one Lugia V in play, looks like it's still paying off for him. That Read the Wind was really clutch, getting rid of that second Archeops. But Soma will need to have an out to the Path to the Peak and have the Lugia VStar. So we'll see if he is able to have both of those off his 4 cards and his draw for turn. We are going to discard the Twin Energy. We are going to scoop up net, put the Drago up. We're going to use the ability to draw 4 more cards. We could still get there, folks. It is possible. Does Sam have the ability to go the distance? So yeah, now? Yep. Okay, so if he had played that first Quick Ball, he got there. Oh, he still might get there. Actually, he's there. He's there. He has it. He's going to put down the Reggie Rock. He's going to put the Twin Energy on the Regieleki, scoop up net the Reggie Drago, and he got there. Sam got there. He was actually able to Terra Spark for the game so fast. Look, the judge is even laughing. It's like, that's ridiculous. So we are going to see if we can actually get a finished game 3. Let's see. Sam has quite a few ties on his record. Let's see if this is going to become another one or if they're going to get there. They're putting out their prize cards now. Let's see if there's any doubles of a Reggie in those prize cards. Nope, there are none. There are 2 ordinary rods though, which is kind of scary, but they're low enough to where it should not matter. Nothing too relevant for the other side there with the Lugia. The one Lugia V-Star is the only concerning thing because a lot of players only play a 3-2 line. So that makes it a lot less likely to get into that other copy of the Lugia V-Star. Also, Soma did start the Evil Tall. That is not something that you want to be using in this matchup because Amazing Destruction takes 5 energy. So I'm not sure what Sam was questioning there. So we are, looks like we're going to Ultra Ball away and Ultra Ball and something else. Oh, a Speed Lightning. Ultra Ball away Luminian Speed Lightning. If you got to do it, you got to do it. We are checking our deck to see what our prize cards are, but unfortunately there are 8.5 minutes left on the clock. You have to go fast. This is the scenario where I would just not be prize checking. I would just be hoping and praying that I have what I need in my deck. I usually prize check games 1 and 2, but if I'm in game 3, I do not bother. I just try to go off to the races. I want to make sure this game finishes. So we do Ultra Ball for an Aerodactyl, which we then Ultra Ball away to get another Lugia V. Soma does shuffle, but then decides to check the deck again. You're not supposed to look at the deck after you already shuffle, because you've completed the action of Ultra Ball. And we are just going to pass from there. Now, if Sam gets a pretty crazy turn, he would be able to win this game again because there is just the one Lugia V down. It would have been great for Soma to get 2 down to make sure that this game would essentially not be finished, because I don't think that there would be a way for it to finish. Sam is, of course, prize checking. Again, don't have enough time to be doing that. We are going to double Quick Ball, get rid of double Aurora Energy for Regidrago, Regieleki. I would assume we're getting Regieleki because of the fact that the Lugia V is down, but we still need all of the Regis. Maybe he has Speed Lightning in hand. We do have... Oh yeah, we do have Speed Lightning in hand. So we are going to Escape Rope, which forces the Lugia VStar up. And then we are going to research away our entire hand. Oh man, if we get there, we get there. Oh my god, we got there. Oh no, Sam is oh my god, Sam is off to the races. Look at that. He Ultra Balls, he gets the Regice. He knows exactly how much time is left on the clock. He is able to just go crazy. He even has the gift energy in the discard pile. He is able to just throw the 3 energies on the Regieleki. He will be able to now one-shot the Lugia V while also having the Path to the Peak in play, puts 40 on the Yveltal, and now Soma is like, well, I lose. Absolutely amazing from Sam Chen here. That Escape Rope was so clutch. It puts in so much work when your opponent can only get one benched Lugia V. What do they do? Sam's like, that's fine, Marnie. Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I can just attack with the Regieleki again next turn. Sam also does play 1 copy of Boss's Orders, I believe, so we should be able to see that at some point in the game. Looks like we are only going to be able to bench 1 Lugia V yet again. We are going to attach an Aurora Energy to literally anything. It does not matter, Sam. Make a decision. He just attacks again. Alright, that's perfectly fine, because even if Lugia evolves into a Lugia V-Star, that 40 damage that has just been put on it softens it up enough so that Regieleki does not need a choice belt. So he is going to be promoting the Charizard. We're going to use Arangaru's ability to try to switch the top card of our deck with one in our hand. We are going to Marnie a second time. Sam is like, that's cool, whatever, I don't care. Playing at the fastest speed I have ever seen in my life. I have only seen Turbo Tord play this fast. And Soma is looking for that out to the Path to the Peak and the Lugia V-Star. Does not get either. And Sam is just like, alright, bud, I win. Look at this. I'm going to Speed Lightning. I'm going to draw some cards. I'm going to put some cards from my discard pile into play. I'm going to do it. And then he's going to attack. Oh, boy. Alright, I'm getting winded. just from this. He's playing so fast. This is what I love to see, though. I cannot believe that Sam was able to just go from playing a 30-minute game 1 to playing a 15-minute games 2 and 3. And this just goes to show you that Reggie is really good of a deck. You have to be playing both Dunsparce and Manaphy in your Lugia to have a chance against this deck at times. If it gets off to the races, it zooms. It's like a cat that just used the litter box at 2 a.m. and it's tearing through the house. It's going zoom, zoom, zoom with its zoomies across the room. Which I know because I have a cat. Unfortunately, Regieleki is not able to take the knockout on that Charizard. Although he is able to start stacking a lot of damage down onto the bench with that Regieleki. So not necessarily the worst thing in the world. Sam has 3 prize cards remaining. If he is able to take a knockout on this Charizard... Okay, it looks like he already used the Primate Wisdom ability. So he is attacking with the Charizard for 2 energy cards already at this point in the game, which is hilarious. Sam Chen is able to draw with the gift energy before promoting. He is going to promote literally anything, does not matter. He just needs to get another Eleki into play in order to get that energy into play. So we are going to see, can he do it? We do have a Quick Ball. He probably has another Eleki available to him because he is playing 3 copies. I do believe 1 may have been prized. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong game. But the Regieleki is in there, so we are going to get that. We are going to be able to power up this Regice in the active spot. We are going to play another Path to the Peak. We're going to take this Serena with the training court. I don't believe we've played a supporter yet. We can play that Serena and just take out the Lugia. Well, we can't because the Regis is active now. So we are just going to finish off this Charizard. Yeah, if the Regielect, if he had a scoop up net, he could just take out the Lugia, but that's not the case. Absolutely thrilling game. This is insane. We are going to put the Luminion active. Soma, I don't even know what you're trying to do at this point. You have lost the game. It is very unfortunate because time has not been called yet. There are still 1.5 minutes left. Yep, and then he does understand that he is not going to be able to win. Sam has the Serena in hand, so he will just be able to bring up the Lugia. Sam can retreat. You could see Rahul going crazy in the background because they're on the same 60. And that game was absolutely insane for Sam. And that just goes to show you not only how good of a player Sam is, but like just how good Reggie can be if you just draw the right cards. I'm not sure what they're discussing with the judges now, but anyways, guys, that was crazy. That's the type of, you ever go to if you've been to a regional or an international or whatever, and you hear VGC and the crowd just roars, they just start screaming when like a critical hit happens or somebody gets fully parried and stuff like that. Like that's the excitement that's in this room right now. When Sam just absolutely just came out of nowhere lightning fast. Whew. But yeah, guys, do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Feed that YouTube algorithm. He is always hungry. We will see you guys next time. Don't forget to check out those links down below in the description for all my socials and the Discord and the Twitch and whatnot. I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, the rest of the games are just as good as this.